And now, it's time for America's favorite psychopaths, Sergeant Grit Grinder's Suicide Squad. In the last installment of the recently declassified Grit Grinder files, Sergeant Grinder and his squad, with Winston Churchill and Neville Chamberlain in tow, made their inexorable way to Buckingham Palace, where they were stopped at the gates by a detachment of King's Guards.
Mr. Churchill? Bloody hell, it's a while since we've seen you here. And with a nun and a group of Austrian mountaineers?
Yes, well, there is an explanation, but I don't have time to give it at the moment. I'm here to see the King.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but I can't let you in. Prime Minister's here, and he's given strict instructions that no one is to be admitted.
Now that's where you're wrong, Captain. You see, I have the Prime Minister with me. Show him, Neville.
It's true. It's me in this habit.
Mr. Chamberlain? But I just saw you a minute ago wearing a three-piece suit.
Well, I was. But you see,
The King is having a fancy dress party after he's made his speech, and Neville forgot his costume. Luckily, he ran into me along the way, and I had a spare.
Oh, right you are then. And that's why these men is dressed as Austrian mountaineers?
Yes. They're actually members of my cabinet. Although you wouldn't know it looking at them.
No, not at all, sir. I think this one here is the best black face I've ever seen. Which minister are you, sir?
As the Minister of Race Relations. Yeah, that's it.
Race relations? I didn't know we had any other races in England.
No, not those sort of races. Horse races. Sport of kings, don't you know?
Oh, I see. What about you, Mr. Churchill? Where's your outfit?
Got it right here.
You're going as an orangutan?
Well, I was going to give this one to Neville, but I was worried it might be interpreted as a political statement.
True enough, sir. He is a bit of a monkey.
So, if you'd be so kind as to open the gate.
Certainly, sir. I do have one more question, though. Is there a reason why the cabinet members are so heavily armed? It's normal for visitors to the palace to carry brollies and briefcases, not bayonets and bazookas.
Listen, you Busby-wearing butthead. This is not a bazooka. It's a delicate piece of medical equipment. I'm the health secretary.
Health Minister.
Like I said, I'm the health minister, and after the party, I have to perform a rectal examination on the king. Now, unless you want this thing shoved up your ass, I suggest you get that gate open and let us in.
I should if I were you. He's not known for his manual dexterity.
Yes, sir. I'll do it right away. Churchill, what are you doing here? You haven't had an invitation from the king in years.
Well, hopefully that's about to change. I'm here to expose a massive conspiracy that threatens the very survival of this country.
What? You mean they're banning fagging in public schools?
Good God, no. How would boys learn the facts of life? No, the man purporting to be the PM is actually a German spy. This is the real Prime Minister here.
What? The nun? You've had some pretty batty ideas over the years, Churchill. Prison reform, social security for the working class. But this is really the worst.
No, it is me, Chamberlain.
What the? Wait a minute. I did hear a rumour about a German agent trying to infiltrate the government. It's pretty obvious this is him. And you've been taken in like a complete fool, Churchill. Just like you were with the Gallipoli campaign. I mean, who in their right minds would take a nun and a bunch of Austrian mountaineers seriously?
Listen, you high-born half-wit, we haven't got time for all this jabbering. You say old Chamberpot here's a Nazi in a nun suit, and we say your guy's a double-crosser in a double-breasted suit. So why don't you take us to see him so we can sort this thing out?
I'll do no such thing. The palace guard can sort you lot out.
Are you looking for a bayonet up your blowhole?
Don't you threaten me. I'm His Majesty's aide-de-camp.
Yeah? Well, you'll need aide-de-camp when I'm through with you. You'll wish it was just a tent peg pinning you down.
What's going on out here? I'm trying to write a speech.
Prime Minister, I'm terribly sorry to disturb you, sir. These men say you're a spy.
A what?
A spy, a kraut crook who's infiltrated the bowels of British democracy.
The game's up, von Graftshkinner. We know who you are and what you're up to. We have the real Neville Chamberlain here. Sergeant Grinder and his squad rescued him from your castle in Bavaria.
Ha! You're the ones who've been taken in. It's von Graftshkinner you've rescued, not Neville Chamberlain.
Gee, Sarge, maybe we have been tricked by the Nazis. Maybe our Chamberlain is really theirs. How are we going to sort this out?
I've known Neville Chamberlain for years. No one in England is a bigger buffoon than he.
Now see here, Winston.
Put the two men side by side. I'll soon tell you who is the real PM.
Okay, you two, cozy on up. Now.
I say, now see here, my man.
Well, which is it?
You know, I can't tell the difference. They both look equally stupid to me.
So, we're no closer to solving the problem.
In that case, I have an automatic solution.
Automatic, you say?
Yeah, Browning automatic. Guaranteed to eliminate the traitor.
But you'll kill the real Neville Chamberlain.
Just a minute. Doesn't the imposter have a swastika-shaped birthmark on the back of his hand?
Yeah, that's right, Prof.
Okay, let's see the back of those hands, both of you.
Look, there it is, the swastika.
Look over there. It's the Queen. She's stark naked.
What?
Hey,
Hey, von Graftskinner's getting away.
what? After him!
Wait, you can't shoot in here. This is a royal residence.
After the sergeant's through with it, it'll be a royal irrelevance. Come on, Green. We better get after him before he makes the place a wasteland.
Will Grit catch up with von Graftskinner? Will the wily Count surrender? Or will Grit bring the curtain down on the palace, as well as on this gripping episode? Find out in the next palatial installment of Sergeant Grit Grinder's Suicide Squad! Grit Grinder's Suicide Squad is a Miracle production. Remember, if it's good, it's a miracle.